1:32 left in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them. Connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at fourth in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. The deep three from Levine. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Back to Curry. Moody the pass to Curry. Connects again.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record book.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And the Warriors with some changes. Yurtseven's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Moody. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Offensive rebound. Yurtseven kicks to Curry. Good! Another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Curry dishes to Curry. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offense.
That Stacy slipping in Macy's. I doze off, catch a flashback on how I got trapped and got like Pepsi in a mall flick. I got stumbling, holding my neck to the guard's rest. Colored my guess. Can it be out of state? Try to me. I should have stayed in Job Corps, and now I'm an outlaw. Breaking to the dedicated to the gods and the earth. Dedicated to babies who came feet first. Dedicated to up north and downstate. Dedicated to rich. Dedicated to projects with black kids. Dedicated to men who built pyramids. Word up, what the yo? We taking you on another chamber. Word up, son.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Now Atlanta starting five. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the small forward position. Launches a three. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Curry's got 6.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Johnson passes to Okongwu. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Shot is good by Curry.
Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, including the first NBA championship back in 47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Golden State has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Lets it go from deep. Curry with another miss. The Hawks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Okongwu. Out to McCollum. And so the timeout by Glenn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Landale's checked in for Okongwu. And it goes out of bounds. That one off green.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. For 3, McCollum knocks down the long J.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
And here's Curry for 3. Curry with another miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's the 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 11.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Well, Richard, Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important advice as a rookie.
I just encouraged him to be himself and told him that he's going to have to live with Texan fines because he is at his best when he is towing that line.
The Warriors lead by 6. Oh, deflected. Alexander Walker with it. Now guarded by... Oh, he made it! It's good! It is good!
That just
he
happened.
somehow made it!
That just happened.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Jalen Johnson is great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." BA?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. That 3's off the mark.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
McCollum's shot is off. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. The 3 from Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And already halfway through the year, let's see how the West is stacking up. You take a look at the Warriors. They've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first-place spot.
Well, I think for Golden State, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season. But now, they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Warriors making a switch here. Butler's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. McCollum, he's checked in for Wallace.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And out of bounds, Atlanta will have it. Hawks trail by 15.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The 3 from Rizashe. Santos pulls it in. Outside Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. A sizable 18-point lead at the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Kuminga is out there with Jock Landale. And then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Rizachet. And it's Kispert in at the shooting guard position. For three, Santos good. Santos has got his second basket on the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's three in a row.
Rizachet, no good. The Warriors lead by 21. From a mid-major school to a first-round pick, Wisconsin native Brandon Pajemski has had quite the rise, RJ.
Yeah, finishes top 5 in Rookie of the Year voting in 2024. Paz gives you a little bit of everything on the floor. Great rebounder for his size also.
With the tip. Here's Kuminga. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Kuminga's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Serious energy from Kuminga, grabbing the offensive board and getting two. These are the areas he needs to excel.
That'll be a 5-second call. And the Warriors make some changes. Curry comes in for Moody. And it's Stephen Curry in for Pajemski. McCollum, the pass to Landale. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist.
Just a great combo guard. McCollum is capable of being a go-to scorer as well as a terrific distributor.
And here's Curry for three. Kispert grabs a miss. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kispert. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Jonathan Kuminga.
And I'm sure he's hoping to correct the dip his three-point percentage has suffered over the last 10 games. He's going to be hustling hard to pull that back up again.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And here's Curry for three. Drains the triple. Curry's got 29.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
McCollum's shot is off. The Warriors lead by 23. Here's Porzingis. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Porzingis has got his first points of the game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And the 2K leaderboard looking at the best when it comes to field goal percentage. In the third spot, Jimmy Butler. Fourth, Stephen Curry.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Nails it from three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
There's the three. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his fourth assist with that last one.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Kispert's shot is good.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Johnson fires it. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The three from Curry. Another three for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Golden State.
and it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Gonna be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against. You can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take the thing you've got. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Releases. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. McCollum's got 5.
Can't sleep on McCollum, not even for a second, because that's when he strikes.
The 3 from Curry, and got it! Another basket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. The Hawks shooting around 35% from the field so far. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And some changes here for the Warriors. Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis. Green comes in for Santos, and Moody is subbed in for Butler. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Daniels comes in for Kispert, and it's Alexander Walker in for McCollum. Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Outside Curry. Let's go with a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 7 assists in the game.
He's having a remarkable first half from three-point land. He's been dialed in since the moment he stepped on the floor. I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And the Warriors with another 3.
He's dropping the 3 ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
Kuminga's shot is off. 1 second left. Oh, connects again.
He's put on an entertaining show once again. I don't know that anyone has his combination of talent and relentlessness.
He's now tied for 5th place in games of 60 points or more over a season. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. All right, now let's check in. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
It's a good opportunity for them to gain some momentum. On paper, they should win the lion's share of these matchups.
Well, and switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Hawks.
They have to lock it down defensively.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Seth Curry really making an impact here today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Seth Curry is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Horford in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors 5. And here's Curry for 3. Good. He hits again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McCollum. Checking out the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been scorching the nets from range the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
The 3 has become a major weapon for them over this stretch. Great movement on the perimeter. They're not taking any bad shots.
And that was good. Green.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Yeah, Johnson will take advantage of a look from 3 every time.
Butler passes to Curry. 4-3. Rebounded by Daniels. The Hawks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. Podziemski's checked in for the Warriors. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The full court heave is offline.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Butler's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Hawks. Next game, they'll get to take on the Lakers in Los Angeles. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is 1 of 1. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Fires the 3. The shot by Podziemski, no good. And it's Atlanta's ball. Pass to McCollum. The 3. Counted from distance. McCollum's got 8 points.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Butler with the bucket.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
For Atlanta, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
The 3 from Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 7th assist here tonight. Well, the Hawks shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Daniels drops one in from the wings. Daniels has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
The Hawks shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Daniels has got 4 points in the quarter.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Butler on the wing. There's the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Alexander Walker. Nails it from beyond the arc. He has 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And he gets the bucket.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Alexander Walker with it. Now guarded by Curry. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Curry gets the bucket.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Curry's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. The shot by Johnson, no good.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes. He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
From deep, Johnson. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And after he went scoreless in the first half, he's finally getting it going, looking much more comfortable.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Johnson's got 9.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
Curry, that's good.
Nobody answers the call better than Stephen Curry.
Right side, Alexander Walker. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. All right, we're going to step aside. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And now an update on Seth Curry's injury. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Warriors provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he could play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
It's unfortunate but true. If you play with passion, there's sometimes pain that comes along with it. We wish him the best.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Kispert is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Zachary Rissache. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Out of bounds, it'll be... Boy, Coach doesn't like that decision one bit. He's going to use his challenge on the out-of-bounds violation.
And the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
It's a great reason to have replay. A call that's easy and quick to confirm on the monitor.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons the coach's challenge is in place. This isn't a judgment call. There's usually pretty clear and conclusive evidence on an out-of-bounds call. And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
And here's Curry for three. Drops in the three. Curry's got 32 points.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
And Landale gets it to go.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And here's Butler outside. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Fires the three. Butler, that's good.
And Butler was a raw offensive prospect early on. Now he's a wrecking ball on this end.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Rissache, no good. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Over McCollum. Curry's shot is off.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. The Warriors have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. And the Warriors with another 3.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
That one's good from Kispert on the assist by McCollum.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
No good on the wing 3. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. And Landale gets it to go.
Good pass by Kuminga, showing you can run the offense through him.
Pass to Curry. The 3 is up. And again.
I mean, yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. And here's Curry for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Seth Curry.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And they meet just twice.
Yet another bucket.
Once again, he cannot be stopped.
It's incredible. He's nearing second overall in career 50-point games and still going strong.
And chasing the incomparable Michael Jordan. I mean, that comparison alone gives you chills.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And that one drops.
And really, Johnson is an elite rebounder. So you have to be aware where he is and get a body on him.
The three from Curry. Another three for Golden State.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by a Kongwu. And the Warriors with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Santos. No good with the triple. Lets it fly. Another one falls for Atlanta.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll. Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but we need some bucket getters, too, now.
And so it's the Warriors. Taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson at
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. Craig, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Holiday out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Klingon in at the 5, roaming the paint. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got 6.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Now, here's Curry. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Curry's shot is good.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Let's start for them. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Good, and Butler gets the assist. He's got 15.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, you need to have a short-term memory. You can't worry about the shots that didn't go in.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And the three ball is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Curry's got 21.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
No good from Grant.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage. I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over. Kev, what a shot.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
Can't get the heave to fall. Curry on the wing. Henderson defending. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Kevin?
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. For 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And it's love with the ball for the Trailblazers. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
Yeah, it's been impressive, and the question now is who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win,